Hi, good day all. So, today the conversation is about the mystery traditions, which is in tandem with the occult, hidden things, both dark and light. The mystery traditions, the occult, hidden things, answers that we seek that are below the surface. And of course, all of these videos are based on utilizing my personal life experience, right? So, Kabbalah, Rosicrucianism, Gematria, right? All of these things are derived from the mystery traditions. That means is not what your average pastor, priest, imam, pundit would tell you. Is things that you delve into that's beneath the surface, right? But there are certain ways, and you need to know what intent before you delve into these occult mysteries. You need to know what intent, what mind frame are you doing it from? Where are you coming from, right? Where are you coming from when you are seeking answers, right? What intention do you have in your heart? What intention do you have in your mind? Because these things, these hidden mysteries and these mystery traditions, it can be used, right? The occult, and this is sometimes it can be living on the edge, right? It can be called living on the edge of life, because like I said, the occult can be wielded for positive reasons in our society, or the occult can be wielded for negative reasons. As what do you use? If you have occulted knowledge, if you have hidden knowledge, what do you choose to do with that knowledge, right? What do you choose to do with that knowledge? Firstly, if you intend to keep it to yourself, then you're not making any sense, right? You're not making any sense here, right? If you choose to keep certain things without not utilizing that knowledge to speak out and to utilizing it in whatever form you want, to speak out and to help somebody else, right? It does not make sense having or accumulated all these knowledge and wisdom and not speaking out or utilizing it, integrating it into your work and putting it out there and using it, right? So your intentions, what are your intentions when you seek knowledge? Because knowledge, some of us have been searching for truth for our entire lives, right? Some of us have been searching for truth for our entire lives. But truth can be a dangerous thing, right? Truth, or knowing truth, can actually be dangerous, right? In fact, it could be dangerous to the entire world, right? It can be so dangerous that it could be dangerous to the entire world, right? So, and I want to continue the conversation from yesterday. Now, this is a disclaimer. This video is intended for people within my spiritual community, if there is something as such, right? Who I may or may not be in communication. Well, I'm not in communication with those people right now, right? I'm not currently in communication with people. But this video is intended for people in the spiritual community, wherever you are across the world or locally, right? So the average human being who is looking at this video, who are not interested in these things or don't know about these things, it will not resonate with you, right? It will not resonate with you unless you want to know more, right? So I was talking about the Gematria website. Now, people might be thinking that I was speaking out against the Gematria website, meaning that and thinking that probably mean that I am against Gematria, right? Me speaking out against the Gematria website have nothing to do with me not resonating or not appreciating Gematria, right? Gematria is different from the Gematria website. Gematria is different from the Gematria website, right? Let's just clear up that and get that clear out of the way, right? Gematria, the origins of this was not English, right? It was not English. It came from a mystery tradition called Kabbalah. Why now I'm going to reveal certain things that happened to me so that it might help you all in your understanding as to what happened to you as well, right? if your phone was hacked too by these vile people, right? If your phones were hacked as well, and a set of videos attached to your phone, or you've been experiencing certain spiritual attacks, whatever, right? Why do you all think the day that the police raided my home, right? The day that the police raided my home, or the day after, right? The Kabbalah cipher, right? The Kabbalah cipher was removed from the Gematria website. The day after the police raided my home, right? And that traumatic event took place, June 20th, 2022, right? The Kabbalah cipher was removed from the Gematria website. And the whole website actually changed up, right? The whole website actually changed up, and they said uncover universal secrets, blah, blah, blah. Uncover universal secrets, blah, blah, blah. Right? And said, time you will put me on this Bohemian Grove secret society bullshit, right? What's that about? And then same time now, my friend, who I don't know if he's on my team, right, or not on my team, but I don't talk to anybody, right? But anyhow, my friend at the time messaged and was like, you know, they removed this feature from the site, they removed that feature from the site, now you had to pay for this, now you had to pay for that, right? Everything just happened the same fucking time, right? And sorry for all this cussing in my videos. It's just that is the only language some of you know what. That is the only language some of you will know, right? And that is why sometimes I have to speak any language that you know, right? Sometimes I have to speak in the only language that you know to get it through your thick skull. Right? So, yeah. The Kabbalah, now Gematria was derived from Kabbalah, that mystery, that tradition. After police raided my home, after people messaged my phone and was like, don't let any evil spirits come towards you, continue on your path, right? After I received a message about Freemasonry and awakening in the occult, right, from somebody else, it was a whole fucking team earlier, boy, right? It was a whole fucking team earlier, right? Now this video also is about overcoming your Gematria addiction, because everybody in the so-called spiritual community, right? Everybody in the so-called spiritual community is fucking addicted to this shit, boy. Is addicted to this. I tell myself I stopped doing it and I just cut it out altogether, right? I told myself I am not doing it and I just cut it out altogether. That is literally how easy it is to do. Right? That is literally how easy it is to do. Check how dread this thing is and dumb it is, right? And how it doesn't make sense and it's a whole freaking game, right? My name in Fibonacci, right, is 1085. You know what they fed into my mind, right? You know what they fed into my mind? Outlive the code and outlast the code and live, right? Meaning only if I outlast the code that I will live, right? That is and making you think that life is a game, life is a movie, life is a video game. Life is not a video game, Alia. Life is not a video game, right? Anything could actually mean anything on that side. Your name is 56, right? Your name is 56. My uncle who went missing, his name is 56, right? Is it safe then to conclude is it safe to conclude that you killed my uncle? Right? This is how illogical it is, right? That is how illogical it is, and that's how they're using this thing to play with all your head, right? That is how they're using this website to play with your head. And then let's have a next set of dunces and all, who all you following these people like fucking cult leaders by. Let's have a next set and next one, right? All you was trying to shove Zachary Hubbard, his name down my throat. All you was trying to shove his work down my throat. Fuck all you with that. You know why? Because he is the worst case of gematria I ever see in my life. He is the worst case of sharing gematria knowledge that I have seen in my life, right? In my entire life. You can't be wanting to make connections. You can't be wanting to make number, letter. You know why I forget it when you start define gematria, right? Gematria is, there's a saying that God created the world using letters and numbers, right? God created the world using letters and numbers. That's the premise of gematria, right? Which I appreciate, right? God created the world using letters and numbers. So it's about making connections between two things, right? Or two or more things. Making connections between several things or two things using phrases, using letters, right? You all can go on the Gematrinator website. They have a write-up about what it is, right? What gematria is. Anyhow, about this guy's work, who people following him like a freaking cult leader, but people following his work like a cult leader, and he's the worst case of gematria ever. You can't be using 4 ciphers, right? Cipher, what a cipher is the format, the numerical format. So you have A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. That's called the English ordinal format, or it is alphabetical. It's as simple. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Then you have reverse ordinal, right? It have different numerical sequences, different numerical patterns, right? So you can be using 4 different ciphers and be wanting to make connections between things. And furthermore, you decoded mainstream news. So whoever following you now basically plugged into the program, right? Plugged into your work, plugged into the program, plugged into your work, and plugged into the program, because your work is the program, right? Your work is the program, right? Gematria as coming from the Kabbalah mystery tradition, the purpose of gematria is really to teach spiritual law, right? To teach spiritual law. That is the whole basis, right? The whole basis of these mystery traditions is to uncover certain things to help to teach the world, right? To help to lead the world in the appropriate way. And you all are dunce, and you all are leading people off a fucking cliff, right? The people who are in this so-called spiritual community that somehow I find myself in, right? And sometimes regrettably so, are leading people off a fucking cliff, right? Imagine you so plugged into the program, are you using 4 ciphers and making connections between those 4 ciphers, right? And wanting to say there's actually a connection, And that is why I tell you all to get the hell off of this site and reduce your addiction to it. Because, like I was saying, if Jesus Christ and Lucifer is the same 235, and also anything can mean anything on this site, lol, right? If all of these things in one cipher, right? Just imagine the mass illusions they created in your head with 4 different ciphers and telling you, oh, disconnected to this. Now, it's only the people who actually in the decoding community will grasp what I'm saying here. This video is not for the average person, right? This video is not for the average person, right? So this video is about people waking up to the illusion of this fucking website, while it is what is being used. It is what is being used to create illusions, right? So this is just me speaking the truth, right? Speaking the truth. Because some of you all out there really need a freaking wake-up call, right? Because some of you all out there really need a wake-up call as to what is what, right? This world is not a movie, and it is not a game. It is a real world with real 3D consequences. It is a real world with real 3D consequences. So keep playing all your game and be stuck in all your game, right? Keep playing all your game and be stuck in all your game.